Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Yeah, I've had a good recent hunt on a field that I've not really been on much. Found three little hammered pennies of different ages, so hopefully you'll enjoy seeing that, along with some other medieval items. So, firstly, the spindle whorl that I found. There's a larger object. Kind of really made me think, yeah, there could be something here, because obviously that's from that kind of age range and it's bigger and easier to find. So that's always a good pilot fish to a good area. Found a couple of bits of bronze as well. Three little hammered silver pennies and what I believe is a hammered silver coin weight. So quite a nice hunt. Yeah, so yeah, hopefully I enjoy that. I've been kind of not posting as much recently. It's with having all the Saxon finds and the museum involved and that kind of thing. There's that, but also as well, it's kind of thinking, what do people want to have a look at what you've found? So three hammered silver pennies, I think, is kind of worth a little bit of a look. If you're out and about, happy hunting. Look at that. How beautiful is that? That is absolutely fabulous. Look at that for a spindle whorl. God, what a beauty. The detail of that. I am pleased with that. Not had one that good for a while. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah. God, it just makes you think of the people, the time. Wow, what an absolute beauty. You don't want to clean it too much. But yeah, look at that. That side seems to be dots. But if you turn it over, yeah, that's got lines going to split the dots. I am very pleased with that one. Very, very nice. I've had some coins as well. George II, halfpence, and some more modern stuff. So not bad little hunt. Well, I can safely say I've never had one of these before. A 5 shillingy Tano. Is that Tanzania? I'll have to check that out. Tanzania. Yeah, I'll research one of them. See, I've never had one of them before. What's that doing here in North Lancashire? Now this is quite interesting because it was only a 6 on the Mine Lab. If I turn it over, whoops. Look at that. Now that looks interesting, doesn't it? I wonder what the age is of that and what it is. Right, turning out to be an interesting field. I do hope this is what I think it is, because I've not had one for a while. Let's just try and break. Oops, where have you gone? Is that it there? Yeah. Where have you gone? Well, it sure does look like it. It's a little wriggler, isn't it? Keep dropping. I think that's a tiny clipped hammered coin, and we'll just get some of that mud off it and have a see. Fantastic, first one in a while. Brilliant. I love finding ones I've not had before. So is that a rose and pineapple? It is cold, so I'm going to get my gloves back on. But oh, brilliant. So what is that, a James? Who's that? Is it James, the witch hunter? Oh, that's brilliant. I'll check that out. But oh, I'm so chuffed on a freezing cold day. Little hammered. Beautiful. Right. Ooh. Could it be? Let's have a look. Where are you? Where is it? Yep. Another little hammered. Beautiful. Wonder what that is. Some kind of penny perhaps or something. But fabulous. Is there a face there? Let's see if we can't figure out what's going on. Yep. Where are you? There. An Elizabeth penny, I think. Yeah. Oops. Where are you? There. That's not bad. James the first penny yesterday afternoon. So I am chuffed with that. Woohoo! Oh, where's she gone? There, it's upside down. There she is. Not a bad portrait, that. Here we go again. Wow. Is that a Elizabeth penny? I'll clean that up and have a look. Not as good a condition. But who's to complain? Wow, what beautiful things they are. I don't know who this is at all. Oops, that side's not so good. So, ooh, where are you, my little friend? There. Yep. Yeah. Don't know what that is. Could it be foreign? I don't know. Try and find out. Beautiful. Amazing. Well, I've not had a third. Well, I have had 3 hammers, but 2 today. Not had a third on this spot, but I think that is a medieval coin weight for hammered coins. Maybe the ones I've just found 2 of. Look at that. I believe that's what it is, but I could be wrong. But I do believe it is. Very nice. I'm sure the museum will tell more, and they do like to keep things to themselves, don't they? So we shall see. So not a bad hunt. You know, plenty of buttons and the like and whatnot. Yeah. And then onto the better stuff. A bit of a medieval plate, I think. And then I don't know what that is, but there seems to be a letter there. Is that 3/0? And then two beautiful little hammered, and what I believe is a medieval coin weight. So we'll just turn those over. Oops. Where is she? There. And I don't think anything's visible on that. Maybe after a bit of a clean. So yeah. And yeah, nothing on that side really. Maybe it'll after a little clean. But yeah, the tiny little things, but beautiful nevertheless, aren't they? So that's what we've had. Lovely to be on the medieval. Ooh, yeah. Right, see if we can't find any more details. Beautiful.